feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Goodwin, and my special guest co-host, Mr. Brian Bondi of the Conroe, Lake Conroe Area Chamber of Commerce. And we had a great show with Jennifer. Brian, would you introduce Jennifer real quick?
We have Jennifer Millington with the Primrose School of Conroe. It is a beautiful education institution that takes young babies and brings them up to pre-K before they graduate.
We
right?
do.
And the title of this show is Teacher Turns Entrepreneur. It was really, I think, exciting because you were a teacher, Jennifer, for 12 years before you began the journey as an entrepreneur. And so I think there's some special nuances to this show that some people may find particularly interesting. You're going to want to download a complete replay of Jennifer's show at houston.shrimptankpodcast.com. Don't forget, you'll be able to pick up Jennifer's show on iTunes and iHeartRadio. So a couple of things that stood out Brian and I are going to ask you about. Brian, you'd like to go first?
Sure. You know, being an entrepreneur, you tend to want to do everything yourself. But at some point, you hire staff, and now you have to get away to do something. How do you let that trust build to let other people make decisions in your business?
I think, first of all, you start with investing in them and making sure that you know their strengths, that you play to those strengths, and that you will build up their zone, if you will, to those strengths. And then as you're teaching them and you're leading them and helping them grow, you have to remember to give them your trust. You have to remember to let them have the opportunity to show you that they can do it. And if you are there all of the time, that's not going to happen as quickly. So I think that it's important to teach them, to support them, but then to also give them some room to spread their wings and fly.
There we go. Awesome. So another thing that came out in the interview, Jennifer, is your passion for these kids. I could tell you love these kids, that you're passionate about what your contribution in their life. So
Yes.
at this important stage. So could you just maybe share a bit of that passion and the source of that?
Sure. Well, you know, it's all about the children and the families and the teachers at our school, and knowing that the first 5 years of a child's life they are the most important formative years. The skills that we are teaching them will literally help them be successful adults. There are things that are going to be built into their personality, like executive functioning skills, as well as academics and emotional stability. And it's important that we do that. And just knowing that we have the chance to do that just keeps me fired up for education and for children.
Cool. So we're giving you just a couple of nuggets here, but you're going to have to listen to the whole show if you want to learn about the zucchini muffins and all of the nutrition.
Yes, sir.
The cool things that came out in the interview. So Jennifer, thank you so much for being on our show. What is the website of your company?
It is primroseconroe.com.
Right?
All right.
Great.
Check them out. It's
Great
awesome.
show. Jennifer, thank you for being on. Thank you, Brian. And we'll see you here live on the Shrimp Tank Podcast next week.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp